Hello, my name is Shakina Franklin, and I'll be discussing my diversity book review activity. And so here's my first book that I chose, Same, Sane, but Different. The author and illustrator is Jenny Sue Shaw, and the age group is ages 4 through 7. Here is an illustration, which is actually the back of the book, the back cover of the book. And so the book summary, is about a relationship between two children. They're pen pals. One lives in America and the other lives in India. They live in two totally different places, yet they have learned so much about each other. They have accomplished this by writing letters to each other back and forth, and also sharing pictures and photos about each other. And so within these letters, they are getting to know each other's likes and dislikes, learning about each other's families, their hobbies, and pets. And they're doing all of this through letters. And I thought this was really cool because everything is done with technology through cell phone. And so they wrote letters to each other, and I know that it was a lot of letters because through these letters they were able to get to know each other. So they learned of each other's similarities and their differences, and they learned about where each other live, what's it like, and all of those things. And so the hands-on activity that I chose, because the two children or the story was about similarities and differences, I thought it would be good if the teachers could explain to the children about what's a similarity and a difference. In what ways are you alike and different? And so they could compare and contrast those things with the characters in the book. Also, they can talk about how differences makes a person unique. They can also use mirrors and just take a look at themselves and discuss how they are alike and different from their peers. The second book, which was my favorite, I really enjoyed reading this one. It's titled Emmanuel's Dream, and this is based on the true story of Emmanuel. The author is titled Lori Ann Thompson, and the illustrator is Sean Qualls. And the age group for this book is ages 4 through 8. And so this story was about Emmanuel. First, I'll give you a little backstory about Emmanuel. He was born perfectly fine, and so his mother thought until she noticed that he only had one leg, one strong leg. And to her, she named him Emmanuel, and Emmanuel means God is with us. And so I just thought that this tied in perfect to how his life story unfolds. And so his father left after learning about his disability, and others considered Emmanuel, they counted him out. They considered him as a curse. Like, having one leg was just the worst thing that could ever happen to a person. But everyone counted him out except his mom, Comfort. Mama Comfort was such a blessing to her child. She did not allow him to feel sorry for himself. She didn't allow him to use his physical disability as an excuse. She would do things for him, and then she made him eventually begin to do these things on his own so that he could learn how to do it on his own and to know how it feels to do these things even with physical challenges. And so his mother taught him how to do these things and to also just be a normal kid. Like, even though he had a physical disability, that he was still like any other child. And so Emmanuel, those words and that encouragement stuck with him. And so when his mother became ill, he went away to make more money for his siblings, and his mom, she couldn't work when she got ill, when she became ill. And so he traveled miles and miles away to another town. And so he had challenges. He faced challenges because he had a disability. They told him to go and beg like other disabled people normally do. And so a lot of people refused to give him a job, but eventually one owner allowed him to work and make money. And so he would send money back home. But when his mom became very ill, he went back home, and she told him to remember to be respectful and to not give up and do not beg. And so I love that Mama Comfort showed him so much love, and she showered him with encouraging words, and it inspired him to be an even better person and to even to do more things with his disability. And so he decided to get him a bicycle and travel through Ghana, showing others that your physical challenges or whatever your challenge is, it does not determine what you'll be, what you'll do, the things that you'll accomplish, and the goals that you have set aside for yourself. And so I love that this story had a great theme along with it. And it was a great story. And I just love how Mama Comfort left those words with him, letting him know that he could do anything he wanted to, even with one leg. And so the hands-on activity that I chose is teachers can sit down and explain to children what it means to have a disability, what's the definition of a disability, and how it does not have to define who you are, and you don't have to be known by your disability. And so teachers and children can create affirmation posters, and these children can decorate these posters using different crayons, markers, stickers, and paint. And the teachers can help the children write those affirmations on the posters, and the children can use these posters as a demonstration or as on display to let others know that their disability is not a reason to give up on their dreams. The second book, All Are Welcome, by Alexandra Penfold and the illustrator Suzanne Kaufman. And the age group for this book is ages 4 through 8. And this is what the front of the book looks like. And in this book, I love the illustration. The illustrator did a wonderful job with the book, with the illustrations. And this book was a great book to talk about diversity in different cultures. And it was about a group of children who attended the same school every day and lived in the same community. And they talked about how their different cultures allowed them to still be able to come together, and they can learn about each other. They share similarities because they ate lunch together, they created art together, they played outside together, they read and draw, and it all showed how their differences is what made the community a great community. It was the core of the community. The hands-on activity that I chose, teachers and children can create a classroom banner titled All Are Welcome. In the book, it had illustrations with the yarn, and the students created hearts on the fence. And so the children can decorate their banner with hearts and other pictures that are welcoming, and the students can use pencils and crayons to just draw their handprints And also write their names beside the handprint and other things to represent how different children from different cultures can all be as one, and how we can, and they can all accomplish things together. And so that was my 3 books that I chose. I hope that you all enjoy, and thank you.